Okay, what up, everybody? Shaka Joe 911. This time on video games. I know it's been a long time since I even talked about video games, and I know it's even been longer since I even did a beer review. God damn, am I way behind on this stuff right here. But anyway, this is going to be a video on video games. I finally have beaten the games I have actually had for quite a bit of years now. I have not been really getting a lot of games lately since I've been trying to finish the ones that I've have gotten these past many years. I've been playing video games. But two of the games I really got nothing much to say about, but I'm just going to be mentioning them off. But there were nothing spectacular or anything like that. But there's also a couple of games that I really got to say I got to give good recommendations on. But they are, one of them is kind of really shitty, and the other one is a game that a lot of people really really hate because of how if you die you gotta go all the way back to the beginning, and it becomes very frustrating as hell because of that, and also some of the sewer parts. I'm wondering if guys know automatically what I'm talking about. But anyway, let's start off with the games I really don't have that much to say about, and that is Rival Turf. A game that reminds me a lot of like Final Fight. That game I still have not even beaten right there without actually using somewhat of a cheat code or something like that. I gotta play that game again. But Rival Turf, of course, I have not cheated on this game right here. I don't even think it's possible or anything like that. But it reminds me a lot like a Final Fight right here. And I really got nothing more to say about that. It's like the poor man's version of Final Fight right here, made by Jellico, or how the hell you're supposed to pronounce it. All I gotta say is that the second to the last boss always gave me problems right here. But I always had to save up on each enemy that you beat. It will have like a counter of how many enemies you beat, and I think every 10 you can use a special technique, like a sweep kick or something like that. I suggest, if you guys ever play that, be sure to use your special attacks when you get to 10 enemies that you have beaten to go against the final boss, especially on the second to last and the very last final boss. Those two can be a pain in the ass right there. But the next game I got over here, that gave me a lot of carpal tunnel, and I don't really, like I said, I really don't got that much to say about this. It reminds me a lot like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games for the second one and the third one of the NES, and that is Batman Returns. Like I said, this game gave me a lot of carpal tunnel, especially on the last stage where everything is filled with ice and all that, and my thumbs were killing me on that damn D-pad. I could not stand that stage at all, and the final boss can be a bit of a pain in the ass. Of course, it's the Penguin. My suggestion, if you ever see a Batman Returns game, get the SNES one. That one's a lot better. This one is like second, I would say. Like I said, it really does remind me a lot about like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade one, and the Manhattan Project, which is part 3 for the NES. And of course, it's also made by Konami as well. But this one's a bit of a it's not that great of a Batman Returns game. Like I said, get the SNES one. Like I said, second best. The Genesis one sucks ass, and I never played the Sega CD one. I heard it's just like the Sega Genesis one, but whatever. Next game I got over here, and this game is hard. It is possibly one of the hardest PS1 games I have right now, and I beat it a while back, like about 2 or 3 months ago. Same thing with another game that's freaking even harder than this one. And this one is Heart of Darkness. Finally, I've beaten this game. I have had this game since I think back in 2010 or 2011. I finally picked it up this year and played the hell out of it. And the first disc of this is not that bad, but once you get to the second disc, Jesus Christ, the difficulty ramps up significantly, especially when you get to the part where you got to face the darkness itself in the very last part of the game. Holy crap, you will get pissed off and possibly want to just turn off your console. This game only has you, if you get hit once, you're automatically dead. And you got to react on some of the stuff quickly, too. Thankfully, there are some save points that just saves automatically for you, so you don't have to just have to go all the way back from the beginning. But this game, it is brutal. This game's about a boy, let me read the story here. Hidden away in the heart of darkness lies a terrifying world. A world rules of the master of darkness who rules the absolute power, leads the army, devil, blah, blah, blah. Fetish force, a source of lance, a search of Andy, a young boy on a quest to rescue his dog named Whiskey. In this game, we'll want you to drink some whiskey after you got done beating this game. Jesus God, man. Trapped in a terrifying nightmare, only you can take through the hundreds of epic encounters to overcome the whole host of wonderfully... Is that even... that's what it says, wonderfully. Weird characters and emerge triumphant from the heart of darkness. This is also the game that's the creator of Out of This World right here. I was not a big fan of Out of This World. I found Out of This World, I'm talking about the SNES one. I really couldn't get into that game. I know that graphics don't make the game, but oh my god, that game is so ugly. I really can't get into that game right here. For this game right here, for its graphics, the cinematic cutscenes are terrible, but once you get to the gameplay itself, it looks actually pretty gorgeous. Unfortunately, it kind of misleads you, thinking that you're going to have this weapon that shoots out electricity all over the place. Unfortunately, at like around the third or fourth screen of the game, it's taken away from you right away, which sucks ass, and you just gotta run away from enemies nonstop for some time until you go down to this underwater area where you touch this glowing rock where you can actually have magic powers. And then later on, at the very end of the game, you actually get your electric gun back. And unfortunately, that does not make this game a lot more easier once you get that weapon. Like I said, this game will kick your ass. It is one of the most brutal PS1 games I got. And I gotta say, for people who really can't stand games with one hits and you constantly die. If you guys ever played Out of This World, it's just like that, but even harder. To me, Out of This World, I gotta say, for a lot of people, is possibly a pass. For me, it's a good game, but I can't really see I won't even say that. It's a low mediocre game. It's a game that's going to be really hard for me to even pick up again to play after how difficult the final stage, or in fact the whole part of the castle area was. It is a bitch to go through. Now for a game that I will never fucking pick up. This game sucks to me now. I said in one of my videos that it is a pick-me-up. I regret saying that now. I played this game for like about, I gotta say, 4 hours straight, or maybe 5 hours straight, until I finally finished this game. It is one of the most brutal NES games I have ever beaten. It's possibly not one of the top hardest NES games out there, but this ranks indefinitely in the top 5 or even the top 3, and that is Ghosts and Goblins. Fuck this game. Fuck this game to hell. I hate this game so much. This game wasted me so much hours of me trying to beat this game. I knew the whole gimmick where you gotta go through the cast. There's like about 6 stages. Go through the 6 stages, face the final boss, and then the prince will say, "Well, you need the shield, or you need the shield to beat Satan or the devil or whatever the hell, Lucifer." I don't give a shit. So this game just pissed me off. And then once that happens, you got to go through all the shit all over again. And it is irritating to do that. It even gets harder on the second playthrough of the game. The first stage, it's not bad. The second stage, you can really feel the difficulty just jumping right up. And once you get to the third stage, with all those red devils, fuck that. It is one of the ball-bustingest games I have ever beaten in any of my collections, actually. I cannot ever pick up this game again and play it for the life of me. My suggestion, if you guys do play this game right here, I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about Ghosts and Goblins right here. But if you ever play this game, be sure to, yes, grab the knife. That is the main weapon that you want to grab. Forget about the lance. Forget about the fireball. And yes, there is another weapon that you can get in the fifth and sixth stage, I believe, which is an axe, which is just like the fireball, but it moves even slower than that. So avoid that. Be sure to grab the knife right away. Forget about every other weapon. Oh, man, this game just brings back a lot of bad memories. I remember when I was when I was first going through the game, it really didn't feel that bad until well, it did feel that bad, but it really felt really even harder on the second playthrough. But in the fifth and the sixth stage when I first played, it took me about, I gotta say, 2 hours to get through that shit, and to go through all that crap again. It took me an additional 3 more hours. It's one of the most frustrating games ever, especially those squealing ghosts at the very end of the game of the sixth stage, where you also got to face 2 of the bosses that you already previously faced, the unicorn and some type of dragon. And the thing that really pisses me off is that once you get the shield, once you go face against the unicorn on it in the sixth stage, you can't hurt him. You're pretty much fucked. You gotta grab another weapon in order to kill the unicorn. And then once you finally do that, you can face, of course, the dragon. The dragon does get hurt by the shield, but unfortunately, for some reason, I don't know if it's a program error or what they did right there, or they intentionally did it, but you cannot kill the unicorn with the shield. And this game is one of the most ball-busting hardest games I have ever played. I will never play that game again. That game to me is a pass. That game sucks. Now a game that probably people think that's even would suck even more than Ghosts and Goblins is a game that I actually kind of enjoyed. I don't know if it's nostalgia that made me like this game. I don't even think it's nostalgia or something. It's just something about this game I actually enjoyed. And it's actually a LJN game. That blows my fucking mind right here. And that is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I don't know why I like this game. There's a lot of problems with this game. The music sucks. The sound effects when you punch a bad guy or when you just punch in the air sounds the same. You don't even know. Well, you can tell when you're hitting him. But the thing is that the enemies clump together and you got to keep on jumping back and forth to hit them and then jump over them to hit them and jump over them again and hit them. It becomes really frustrating. The first stage is not that bad, but it does tend to have that. Like I said, they have the enemies clumped together, which is the bar scene. I believe there's 5 stages in this game. The bar scene, where in the other one you gotta find John Connor, and the truck one where for some reason the truck is somehow pulling the motorcycle in. It's like it's magnetized or some shit like that, and you gotta shoot the gates. That really reminds me of Bart Simpson versus the World, which wasn't made by LJN 2. I'm not sure, but it's got some similarities right there, and it reminds me a lot like that. The third stage is where you guys save Sarah Connor. Oh, and by the way, don't even bother, if you're ever going to play this game, don't even bother kneeling down and shooting the cops in the legs. The weapons suck. Shoot the cops in the gut. No matter what, you're going to get a sucky ass weapon anyway, so just, if you don't even feel like kneeling down, since it does take some time, and it's most likely you will get shot because of that, just shoot him in the gut. There's no point. You would I think what was it, the mini gun you would get. Oh no, the Gatling gun. If you just keep on shooting the legs, it doesn't make a damn difference. Just get the shotgun. It makes it a lot more easier. And the 4th stage is where you gotta do something with Cyberdyne. You know, plant all those bombs. I hated that. That one sucked. Where you gotta do that whole thing of gathering bombs, putting them in this bin, and then when you get all the bombs, you gotta place them on top of the building, 2 at a time, and there's a time limit. You gotta do this like about 5 times. I had to fucking think about that. I don't know why. I'm stupid right now. But you gotta do it 5 times. And I think there's like about 40 seconds. You gotta enter a room, plant 2 bombs, get back out, grab the bombs again, 2 at a time, like I said. And you got to do this, like I said, 5 times. You got to get the hell out of there. Like I said, I think you got like about 40 seconds to hurry up and get your ass going. If you waste any time, like even like about, I think I got it like around 6 seconds. You don't even want to go past that. You don't even want to waste time with 6 seconds. Hurry up, get that shit done with. It doesn't give you that much time. And hurry up and enter the elevator and get the hell out. And the 5th stage is the final scene in the movie where you're in this machine area where they're melting metal or some shit like that, a factory or whatever, and where you got to actually face the T-1000. A funny thing though, you don't even have to punch the T-1000 and get him in the lava. Just keep on jumping on him. That's all you got to do. Just keep on jumping on him. He'll gradually go where the lava's at, and he'll fall and die, and that's the end of the game. Like I said, I don't know why I like this game. There's something about it that I would actually like to play again. Like I said, I don't know why. The other ones, like the Super Nintendo one, I played that one at a friend's house a long time ago. That game sucked. Like I remember, I'm not sure if it still sucks to me right now, but this one, there's, like I said, there's something about it. I would play Terminator 2 Judgment Day for the NES, made by LJN again. And now a game that a lot of people give shit for, and I think it's a game that should not be really getting that much shit on. There are a lot of problems, though, with this game, especially with boss number 4 and the final boss. And also, if you die, you got to go all the way back. No matter what, even if you face like about 5 bosses, you got to go all the way back to the very beginning of the game. And there's the sewer problems, there's the gun problems, there's all that type of problems that's going on with this game. And there's the life bar of only having 2 right there and then when you first start the game. Yes, I am talking about Fester's Quest. I beat this game and I actually enjoyed this game. Like I said, there's a lot of problems, but there's something about... I love the music on this game. I really do like the music on it. There's something with the simplicity of it I really enjoy. I have not... people say this really reminds them a lot like Blaster Master. I got Blaster Master. I just never had played that game. Another game I have had for about several years and has still not even really touched that game right here. But there's something really fun about this game. A lot of people don't discuss is when about the items is that they say don't use them until you get out to the final boss. That's not true. Use your potions. Use the Lurch Call. Of course, the Lurch Call will come out like after you go and face the 4th boss, and there's really no point of using it unless you're getting surrounded by bad guys and all that. But be sure to use your items, because once you face a boss, they will automatically respawn, and you will get everything back once again. Use your items. I think for the potions you get like about 5, and invincibility you also get 5. Dynamite, I think it's all 10 or something like that. Be sure to use your items. But the unfortunate thing is if you lose against the boss, you will have to get of course, you have to start all the way back again. But your weapons will not respawn. The only thing that respawns is your gun, and that sucks. You want, in the beginning of the game too, be sure to keep on shooting those grape enemies until you get your full max of your gun. Be sure to do that because all the other weapons suck ass. You want to get this like this triangle straight shooter gun that shoots out in not 3 directions, but 3 of the same direction, but with a wider shot. Be sure you upgrade your weapon. Once you get to that point, you're good and golden. Do not ever downgrade your gun, ever. That's one of another big flaw in this game right here. It tends to do that bullshit, pulls that fucking little sucker punch right onto you. But with the bosses, they're not that hard until you get to the 4th boss. That is where shit hits the fan, and this boss has a damn shield. Be sure to use your missiles on his ass whenever you can. And the problem with this boss is that he shoots in 3. It's like a spread shot he uses. You know, 1 down, 1 to like a little bit diagonal to the left, another diagonal to the right. But he also has, I think he has a weapon where he can shoot straight onto you, in which you got to kind of move back to the left and get back to the right away. That becomes a pain in the ass, and he takes hundreds of bullets. Hundreds. And the thing that sucks, like I said, is that he has the shield. So this could take like about 15 minutes of battle, and your thumbs on the D-pad will be hurting. You'll be having carpal tunnel before you know it, before you even get to the final boss, even the 5th boss. The 5th boss is easy as hell. Now for the 6th boss. A cheating son of a bitch. He cheats like a motherfucker. I found a glitch where I thought it was freaking fair. It's where you can actually get to the very top right of him, or not by touching him, but I think close to the top is right where you can get to, where the lasers and the missiles cannot harm you, and I spam the hell out of my missiles against that boss. I don't think it's cheating, because if you do it like the regular way, you're going to die. Even with the invincibility potions and the potions to restore your health, you're going to get hit. You're going to die constantly. And I don't even think they can give you enough potions to even beat the boss fairly or anything like that. It is possibly one of the toughest bosses, unless you find that glitch right out. Like I said, you got to go to the top right and spam the hell out of your missiles, where he can't touch you with your with his lasers and missiles. Oh god, what else was I wanted to say? There was something else. I think that's it. That's all I gotta say. I gotta say, like I said, Fester's Quest. I gotta say, it's a pick-me-up for me, for a lot of people that have to, you know, if you get frustrated having to go all the way back when you're on like the 5th boss, or even the 6th boss, you gotta go start all the way back. I don't think it's gonna be that type of game for you. And the sewer levels kind of really do suck, especially if you don't have your weapon upgraded to the max. But to me, I really like this game. I really enjoy this game. Fester's Quest, to me, is a pick-me-up. And wait a minute. Now, a couple of games I've been playing right now, I don't know much anything about right now since I just started. One of them is Parasite Eve, and I'm surprised this game actually works. This game is beating the hell up. There's scratches all over it and all that, but I just started on that. I got nothing, no words for that right there for right now. And the other game, it is Beyond Good and Evil, another game I just started today. I got nothing to say about that, but these are the 2 games that I'm playing right now. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Of course, I shall never quit gaming.